Hey guys, it's Shady and welcome back to the channel. Today I have a T57 heavy video for you, and I will try and describe the pros and cons of the tank, as recently it isn't the same tank that it used to be. The T57 has been very power crept in the tier due to various reasons. Wargaming have buffed other tanks and not this one in previous updates. Although they have tried to make the tank relevant again, but currently it's just outclassed in my opinion. The 50B is much better in a lot of ways. I'd say the T57 is noob friendly, as you have the good turrets, you have strong armor, you're likely to get more bounces than you would on the 50B. That is why I would choose the 57 over the 50B if you're new to the game. However, if you know how to play and you're good, I'd take the 50B over the 57. So today I will show you two replays. One of those would be played by me and one would be played by a player called Azura from the LM clan. In my replay I will talk over the characteristics of the tank and some ways that you can play it, and in Azura's replay, I will commentate on how he plays. So, the T57 is of course an auto-loader. It's okay, I don't mind it. It's not the best tank, but it's okay. It's not terrible. So here is my replay on New Bay. So the T57. As you can see, I run 15 AP in this with 2 repair kits and a speed boost. I can drive, so I drove into a wall. So I'm going to push into the left side on the heavy side of the map. We have 2 AFK meds, so it's looking bleak for us at the moment, and I'm just thinking, but it's okay. This game turns out to be alright. The grill gets spotted early on by our Sheridan, and we are okay to sit here. This position is very exposed. I'm only here because I just predict that the enemy won't be here, which I'm right about. The team is widely woken up now, they're moving, so we're able to push the E75. I noticed that he's isolated, so I put in the attack call, I go straight in, and I focus the E75. The E75 is playing alright. He's side scraping, but he wasn't expecting me to push him. I can clear him easily with my clip. I got unlucky there. I should have killed him with that second shot, but I low rolled. Happens. Very RNG dominated on how much damage your clip will do. The grill's shot at the Sheridan already, so it's clear for me to push out. I have 2 options here. I either push the Jaeger or I can go left and kill the grill. I decided to go for the grill because he is more damage for my HE to pen. So I'm going to be pushing along here into the grill. He gets spotted on top of the bridge here, and I load HE. The grill is unaware of me being here, so I just stop, aim, I get a 577 roll, and then I kill him with my second shot of HE. Usually I would reload my gun here, however I see that the E5 is pushing the Jaeger and will get another shot in before I do. So I think that I will keep my shot left and I will finish him with that shot, which I do. So now it's a 4v4. The enemy team hasn't played very well. In the 57 I've played very kind of like pop out in different places like peekaboo. That's what you got to do. You can't remain exposed because your armor isn't good enough. Like that E100, you can remain exposed the open in some respects, but in the 57 you cannot do that. I get a nice high roll there, and there's only 2 tanks left. I haven't got much chance to farm here, so this is going to be quite a low damage game for me. However, this tank is not too bad. If you play it well, the tank will let you reap the reward of a good game. He gets finished before I can kill him, which is unfortunate, but I didn't expect much from this game. So the T57, if you play it right, you can do easily 3k, 4k, 5k even damage. on some occasions you can even do more than that. In this replay by Azura, he does effortlessly does 7k, which is very impressive. So Azura is running the Racing Ace camouflage. I think it's quite a nice camouflage, but I prefer the old one. The original Racing camo is the best of the three that you can get. I'll be interested to see what they bring out in the future. So we are on Normandy. Normandy is quite a good map, I think. It's got a lot of places you can go. It doesn't really matter what your team does here. You can easily run away depending on what the enemy does. He pushes up here into the windmill in the middle. The WZ rushes in like an idiot and dies instantly, but Azura uses this to his advantage. He uses him as a distraction and farms damage. He could have shot HE in the back chat, but I assume that he was trying to make sure his shots would pen, so he only shot AP. So he is reloading here, and he will shoot the 4005. The 4005 is a very nice target for the 57, as you can pen HE very easily. Unfortunately, he's got the HE shield on, so I would have actually shot AP there, because you're more likely that for your AP to roll high than your HE to roll high because of the consumable. The E5, he gets deleted pretty easily. He doesn't even get a shot into Azura here. He gets cleared very quickly. Nice aim from Azura, and he is gone. So now we have a Foch. The Foch came to support the other two of his team, but obviously they got destroyed pretty quickly, and Azura will push into the Foch and the E50M. For Azura, the E50M is a more interesting prospect because he has more HP than the Foch, so he goes to push the E50M. Here he does well. He gets 2 shots in, and just unfortunately a bit of poor aim at the end, and not expecting the angle, he bounces that shot. I would have switched to heat at that point and make sure it penned. However, it does not matter, as Azura will deal with that in due course. So Azura decides to clear the Foch, as it is a 4v3. He needs to get the kill to make it more even. He doesn't take a hit from the Foch, he gets a nice bounce, and that's what I'm talking about. You do get these nice bounces on the hull armour. It's very similar to an E5 in a lot of respects. It's almost identical, the hull. However, the E5 is slightly more strong. But it still gets bounces, and that is what's nice about the tank. You get easy bounces on the armour, and if you play well, you peek just a little bit and pull back, peek, pull back, you can do a lot of damage. So it's a 3v2. Azura is on 5.2k damage already, and he's just going to farm this 57. He gets unfortunate and bounces there, but he does manage to pen with 2 other shots, leaving him on a 1-shot. I believe the 268 will push and finish, which he does, and then he will push into the IS4. The IS4, not sure what he's been doing all game. Hasn't supported the team very well. That's what the enemy did wrong. They split, and because of that they got taken out one by one. He is facing the 57, and it is difficult to pen an IS4 from the front. However, Azura does well and pens every shot he has, and finishes on 7.2k damage. That is a great amount of damage for T57. I do respect it. It's a great game. He plays it very well. He did make mistakes, but those mistakes didn't matter. He still did well. That's why I believe it would be friendly for newer players, because even if you do make mistakes, you can still do well. For example, here he did 7.2k, a few bounces, but he still did well. 1600 base XP, 3 kills. He fired 21 shots, penned 19, so he only missed a clip's worth. And that's quite a good game overall. So now I will show you what equipment I use for the 57. I have calibrated shells, improved modules, improved optics, enhanced gun laying drive, improved assembly, engine accelerator, vertical stabilizer, and I don't use the other two. For ammunition, I use 15 AP, 12 heat, and 9 high explosive. This is because they're all numerals of 3. If you have 2 shots remaining, you will only have 2 shots in the clip. So you can't have 2 AP and 1 HE in the clip, for example. So if you only have 2 AP left, the gun will only reload 2 shots. So you need to be aware of that and switch your ammo accordingly, depending on how much ammo you have left. Provisions, I use protective kits, improved fuel, and the case of cola. For consumables, I use the 2 repair kits and the engine boost. And in terms of camos, I don't have the attachment on this. I don't really like the light on the top. I prefer the one on the Russian tanks. But I do have a few camos on this tank. I have the Tectonic camo, which is somewhat rare now. It came out a couple times. I have the Black Dragon camo, and I have the Rating camo, which I was talking about. I think this camo is one of the nicer camos in the game. But the T57 it's a good tank, and I would recommend it. But if you were going to choose between the 57 and the 50B, I would recommend the 50B. But the 57, if you want it and you just have XP from the T49, you might as well go for it. It's a good tank. You can play it well. It's nice. I won't fault it, and hopefully Wargaming will buff it back into relevance again, and it will become widely used again. Incidentally, during the course of this video, I got an offer for the camouflage, 50% off. I believe Wargaming will be doing this with a lot of legendary camos at the moment, so now is a good time to get these camos. Do not buy it straight away. In the camo section, play a game in it, and you should get the offer. So, thank you guys for watching. I've been Shady. I hope you enjoyed the T57 video, and I'll catch you guys later.